Hey guys, Professor K here. As you've probably figured out, I am not with you guys this week at Shine Day Camp. I'm so sorry, I miss you guys already. But I wanted to send you a couple of messages so that you could see my face, but also so that I could let you know exactly what you guys are doing this week. You see, for Bible time this week, our theme is all about going to get closer to God. And so, what I'm going to have you do is I left some supplies behind so that you guys could do a really awesome project this week. But before we do that, I want to mention our Bible story and I want to talk about it. And it actually comes from Matthew chapter 4, starting in verse 1. It goes from 1 to 11. You guys are actually going to read about that story in your small groups today. But what I want to focus on is I want to focus on the fact that this is a story about how Jesus even needed to go and get some time so that he could get closer to God. So today, when you read that story, I really want you to focus on how even Jesus needed to go to get some time to get closer to God. Now, this week, we're going to do a project that's going to help us remember that we always want to get closer to God. Now, when I think about God, I always think about up, because God's up in heaven waiting for us and preparing a place for us. And so getting closer to God could sometimes mean getting up higher. And so this week what we're going to do is you guys are actually going to build rockets that are going to launch up into the air to get us just a little bit closer to God. Now, I'm going to give you some instruction today on how to build those rockets and how to prepare them. And you're going to have your small group time today as well as your small group time tomorrow to build rockets. And then I've got some of my other nutty scientists that are going to come on Wednesday and they're going to help you guys launch those rockets. So, here's some instruction. Basically, once you guys break up into small group, one of the directors is going to come in and they're going to assign each small group to a different station. And there's 3 stations. What you're going to do is whatever station you're assigned to, you're going to start at that station. If you guys all in your group finish all of the work that you need to do at that one station, then you move on to the second station, and then you move on to the next station. So, if you start off with station 1, then you're going to move to station 2, and then you're going to move to station 3. However, if your group is assigned station 2, then you're going to move on to station 3, and then you're going to move back to station 1 after you complete it. That way everybody gets through all of the stations and there's not too many groups at one station at the same time. Now, here are the 3 stations. The first station, you will actually receive an amazing 2-liter bottle. You see, this is the body of our rocket that we're building this week. Now, as you can see, this rocket body has tape from top to bottom here. At station number 1, you are actually going to wrap your bottle completely around from this bend right here, kind of where this tape starts, all the way up to this bend on the bottle. Now, I put duct tape or silver tape on this bottle, but actually at station number 1, you're going to use some clear tape, and all of the supplies will be waiting for you at station number 1. Clear tape, scissors, and all your bottles. So grab a bottle, then wrap it with clear tape. I just wanted to make sure you could see it, so I used some shiny tape. But you're going to wrap it all the way from here to here, and no holes anywhere. We want to make sure that the bottle is totally wrapped. Make sense? Okay, so that is station number 1. Station number 2. At station number 2, you are actually going to create the nose cone of your rocket. And as you can see here, this is our completed nose cone. Now, you'll see, this is eventually what your rocket's going to look like. Sort of, but that's where your nose cone's going to go, on the bottom of the bottle. However, to build the nose cone at station number 2, what you are going to do is you are going to take one of these incredible white cups, and then you are going to see some bottles filled with sand at station number 2. You are actually going to fill this white cup somewhere between 1/2 and 3/4 filled with sand. Then you're going to take one of these incredible red cups. You are actually going to stick it whoosh, just like this, and it actually slides on really good and fits perfectly. Then you're going to take some tape that's at the station and you are going to tape it really, 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 really good to make sure that it is sealed just like this one, because we don't want the sand to fall out when we tip it upside down. So once your sand is in your cup and then your tape is taped around the red cup, your nose cone is complete. Now, if you have already wrapped your bottle, then you can attach your nose cone as well. But don't attach your nose cone until you've wrapped your bottle. Okay? Make sense? All right. So you've got your nose cone. Station number 2. Station number 3 is the wing station. Now this may look kind of simple, but at that station you're going to see some white foam boards as well as some cardboard. You can choose whatever you want. You can cut your wings out of this foam to make them look like triangles, kind of like I did, or you can cut them out of cardboard. You can cut whatever shape you want. Then what you're going to do at station number 3 is you're going to take your bottle, once again, and you are going to attach the wings. I had the bottle upside down. You are going to attach the wings down here, near the cap side, just like this. Okay? You're going to attach at least 3 wings, but it's probably better even to go 3 or 4. But if you want to go more than that, you can do that as well. So you're going to attach all of your wings to the bottom of the bottle, just like this. So then, after you are completed with all the stations, if you still have a little bit of assembly to do, that's totally fine. But you're going to attach your wings, you're going to attach your nose cone up like this, and then, if I can balance it, which of course I can't, your wings are going to look like this, and you will have a rocket ready to launch on Wednesday. Now, a couple of pieces of advice. With your wings, with your nose cone, with every part of the rocket, you want to make sure that everything is taped really, 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 really good. If in doubt, add more tape. Because we want to make sure that the wings aren't floppy like this. We want to make sure that they are very, very strong, because these rockets are going to launch up in the air like crazy, and we don't want the wings to fall off. Okay? So, when you attach your wings, no wobble. We also want to make sure that the nose cone is not tipped like this. A rocket with a nose cone like this is going to go and crash into the ground. You are going to have as straight as you possibly can so that the rocket will go shooting up into the air. So, lots of tape, straight nose cone, good tips to make sure that your rocket is all complete. Now remember, you've got 2 days to work on this. So you've got today and you've got tomorrow. I've got some really cool discussion questions that you guys are going to talk about the Bible story today, and some cool discussion questions to talk about the Bible story tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, you're each going to get an assigned time so that you can go out and launch your rockets outside. So, I definitely miss you guys already. Remember, this week we are going to focus so much on going to get closer to God, just like our rockets are going to go up in the air to get closer to God. And then I will see you again with a short message tomorrow. Have a great day. Good luck with your rockets. I'll see you soon.